If you've got really sensitive skin, this video is for you because today we are making unscented, fragrance-free soap. You heard it here. That's what we're doing. Look at that color. It's beautiful and I'm so excited for y'all to see this. So let's get into it. Hi, my sunbeams. It's Camille. How are you doing? Are things going all right? It's December right now. I know some people are already starting to feel the December blues, the winter blues, but I genuinely hope you're doing well and you're taking care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, okay? And hopefully this video can help brighten up your day a little bit if you're going through a bit of a rough time. But know that I'm sending you all my love and light, and this video is me giving some extra love and light to all my sensitive skin family that's out there who just find that even essential oil soaps can be really agitating or irritating or harsh to your skin. And that's the thing, there's this notion in the natural soap community, I'd like to say, that just because something is essential oils versus a natural fragrance oil or a synthetic fragrance oil, that it's somehow 100% just non-agitating, non-irritating. And we know for a fact that that is not the case. Everyone's skin is different. Everybody is dealing with different issues and different circumstances. So people with pretty severe eczema, for example, you know, just even the slightest amount of essential oil can agitate their skin. And so I really wanted to make an unscented one so that way you still get all the great benefits and luxuriousness and moisturizing properties of my basic 3 butter recipe without any of the agitation from the essential oils that I use in the other ones. So for this one, again, it's the same recipe. Here we're doing a beautiful green top. I added some French green clay and now I'm adding some spirulina powder here. And it looks black on camera, but let me tell you, it's the most beautiful green color. Y'all saw it in the beginning. Absolutely stunning. And it was my first time using spirulina powder. I know, like y'all think I would have learned my lesson of, you know, just making soap for the first time and also using ingredients for the first time, but I never seem to learn. But this one actually turned out really, really great and I'm really happy with it. So spirulina powder is really one of the few green natural colorants that are out there, and you know, depending, I think there are levels to how clean you can make natural soap, because when it comes to colorants, it's kind of I'd like to say it's a gray area, because you have natural colorants like botanicals where it's like spirulina or turmeric or paprika and things like that, you know, things that you can find in your pantry. Then you have micas and pigments that are known to have a lot of heavy metals in them, and at that point it's one of those things where you're kind of splitting hairs, I think, where you're using such a small amount. Ideally, you're using a very small amount of these pigments that have trace amounts of heavy metals, and you know, those heavy metals can be absorbed into the skin. I don't think anyone knows exactly what happens in the saponification process when heavy metals are involved. This formula actually moved a lot slower than I anticipated, and it's mostly because I didn't use an essential oil. I'm finding that I knew that essential oils would accelerate my soap a bit, and that's something that I've always accounted for. But for this one, I kind of just assumed, oh, it's going to move at the normal pace that it does, but it actually moved a lot slower. So I actually had to wait quite some time for this this base layer to set before I could lay down the top. And even the top layer, I didn't have to mix it as much. It did start to set pretty quickly towards the end, which is why it got a little messy. But for the most part, it actually performed really, really well. I just love the color. I think this green color that it is now is absolutely gorgeous. I wish it stayed like this deep forest green. It's definitely one of my favorite colors. Green has always been one of my favorite colors, but it lightened up pretty significantly, and I think it's going to turn a bit more of a greenish brown as more time passes and it cures. So I'm hoping it will stay green for most of its life. If not, I'm gonna have to experiment with maybe extra colorants and seeing how I can try to keep this true green color. But right now I'm 100% obsessed, and this, like, creating the texture on the top was by far the easiest, smoothest, most satisfying, like, spooning. If that's the funny way to say it. It's spooning, but not that kind of spooning. It is the easiest spooning I've ever done, and it was just so satisfying and so beautiful. Like, it was just so beautiful to see. You guys see the close-up, you see the textures. I'm obsessed with that. And now we're on to the good bits. So you can see the color is actually brightened up a lot, and I absolutely was obsessed with this color. I thought it was stunning. But yeah, so I really just wanted to make this unscented soap, and like I said, I think unscented soap is just something that's kind of neglected. And when it comes to natural soap making and natural skincare, especially specifically, I think for small businesses, I think that there should be more options for unscented products for customers that are extremely sensitive to fragrance and things like that. But that's all I have for you guys today, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. These are going to be available very, very soon. I'm super excited to be launching soon. I'll give you more updates. Please comment down below, subscribe, let me know what else you'd like to see. A lot of you are really enjoying the ASMR shorts that I'm putting out, and honestly, I'm really enjoying them too. I've watched them like a million times. I love ASMR. But yeah, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you soon.